Hello again, everybody from Central Texas. I'm Steve Dolinsky with a little bit of a recap from our Austin Barbecue Armageddon Round 2. Now, last year, if you recall, we hit 9 places in about 3 days. Luling, Southside Market, Franklin, Kreutz, Smitty's, a ton of places in a couple days. We loved Franklin, of course. This year we wanted to come back and kind of complete the cycle. We needed to go out to Hill Country, Cooper's. We did that one morning. It was pretty good. It was interesting to see all the different horizontal smokers they had laid out. They had one smoker just for customers. You kind of look at what you wanted. You pick out what you want. They'd ask you how much you want to slice off. You'd slice off a wedge of it, and that would be it. You go inside, get your sides. The big giant pork chop they had was kind of the special. That was probably the highlight. On the way back to Austin, we hit Opie's, which kind of looked like a chain, but is not a chain. It's been there for many years. I like the pork ribs. I thought were pretty good, and I love the side of the tater tot casserole and the spicy corn. Those were highlights. We got back into Austin, went on the east side, La Barbecue. The Pitmaster there used to work at Franklin, oddly enough, and really good chopped brisket, really good sides. I liked I think they had a corn that was delicious. Also the coleslaw and the beans were really good. And also I remember having some sausage with the chopped brisket, also very good. Now, in Austin, Franklin, again, fantastic. We loved Franklin, no qualms at all, although I will say it was not as wonderful. It wasn't as much of a revelation as it was last year when I went for the very first time. But the highlight of this trip was probably in Taylor, Texas, almost an hour or so outside of Austin, the home of barbecue for many people, Louis Mueller. We talked to Wayne Mueller a bit about the history, his family. We talked about convection heating, the direction of smoke, where you got to point the decal inside on the brisket facing the smoke. Everything we had there, the brisket, the beef short rib, the pork ribs were outstanding at Mueller. So I would highly recommend going to Louis Mueller in Taylor. We're here right now in Lockhart. We did go to Black's because everybody said you got to go to Black's. Not so great. Kind of overcooked in some cases not cooked enough. The beef short rib the fat wasn't rendered out enough. It was kind of tough. All the sides were not made in-house. We asked the guys behind the counter. They said some are prepped ahead of time, whatever that means. So I would say definitely come back, go to Franklin in Austin, go to Taylor, and go to Louis Mueller, and you're not going to be disappointed. Again, this was Austin Barbecue Armageddon Round 2. I'm Steve Dolinsky. We'll see you next time in Texas.